Hello, welcome to the Ensemble Experience, a podcast series by the Choral Arts Society of Washington, where choir members turn the spotlights on each other. Each episode brings two voices together to share personal stories, memorable moments, and the history they created within our choir. Discover the bonds and experiences that make our choral community unique. This week, I'm joined by Catherine Pruitt and Shauna Jacobus, two of Choral Arts Society of Washington's newest choir members. They have joined in the past 3 years. Shauna used to be a documentary producer for 20 years, and she is now changing careers and pursuing a master's degree to become a mental health nurse practitioner. She made this switch in response to the pandemic. Catherine Pruitt teaches music and piano for the Prince George's County Public Schools. And here is their ensemble experience.
Okay, so I'm Shauna Jacobus, and this is my third year in the chorus.
Okay.
And you are?
I'm Catherine Pruitt. This is my second year in the chorus.
Okay. Okay, so tell me what initially attracted you to choral arts and
Well, choral arts has always been known as a mainstay in choral music in DC. And I've sung with lots of groups all around the nation, and choral arts changed their marketing a couple of years ago. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 years ago, and it was very colorful and very splashy. I saw it on Facebook. It really caught my eye. And so I knew that things would be changing, and I was excited about that and new directions that the group may be taking. I just always thought the group was great, but maybe not as exciting as I thought it could be.
and how has your experience been since you've joined? Well, remind the audience quickly how long you've actually been in.
So I've been in the group 2 years, I believe.
Okay.
My experience, it's been, it was difficult last year because we had to change of artistic directors in the middle of the year. Thankfully, we got some amazing conductors who came in and did some programming that I found very exciting. Sacred Veil was a contemporary piece that we did based on the experience of one woman's breast cancer. And it was just so beautiful. And I am not one that gets teary. I'm a teacher. I got 6 inches of skin. Nothing makes me feel that way. You know, I'm a professional musician, so I like to come in and do the best I can and do honor to the work and to the people sitting around me and to the conductor and keep this great music alive. But that music was really speaking to me as something that needed to be heard, and other groups weren't necessarily doing that.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I joined, and it was actually Scott's last season when I joined. So we had a couple of changes of hands, and I have to say, I know what you meant. There was a little bit of kind of like changing of direction or leadership, but I learned a lot from that. I thought that having different people come in for different concerts, I learned a lot about the different styles that conductors can have and the different visions. And while I wouldn't want to do it forever, and I'm thrilled with our current leadership, I found value in that.
So you like the process?
I did not think the process was bad at all. I thought it was a great learning experience for me as a singer.
I think that's great.
Yeah. And what's something that you've learned in choral arts that you didn't expect?
I think the biggest thing is how prepared the chorus is when they come to rehearsal. That's very surprising. So nobody's chewing gum, nobody has perfume on, people don't have their cell phones out, people have actually practiced. Quality materials are given so that we can come to rehearsal prepared and go. And when the baton comes down, I'm not surrounded by people who aren't looking up.
Being a teacher, you probably had a bit of that right in your past.
Yes.
We're all adults, right? Which is nice.
how exciting it is to come and everybody is prepared and at the ready to make music.
Yes.
So we can get all of the other, you know, don't wear Chanel, get all that out of the way and don't spend any time on it. That's, how about you? Anything surprising?
For me, I had never sung in the Kennedy Center before until joining this group, and the feeling, I was unprepared for just the feeling of being a part of something so much bigger than myself, part of history, a part of a whole cultural community, a part of a city and the history of the city. And that space, I feel like no matter how many times I sing in there, I'm always going to have a sense of, and I knew I would, but I was really sort of surprised at how powerful that can be when you're sitting there, and it's a little bit addictive. I thought, wow, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. But I agree also with you. I was not prepared for the quality of rehearsal, because I used to do a cappella for years and years, and I was the director. And, I'd have to tell people to put their cell phones down, and I'd have to, people wouldn't have learned what they were supposed to, or things would always seem to come together almost like right before we showed up on stage. And now the level of commitment and the level of musicality is such a joy to be a part of. So, what's something that you look forward to being in the chorus?
Well, I look forward to, once we kind of get settled, I think we're definitely on the way. Everyone seems to be happy. Of course, the face of the chorus has changed a bit. Some folks have tried other groups. So I'll be happy to see when we're not changing what direction, are we going to do recording? Are we going to do a tour?
Oh, please, a tour.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be amazing.
Oh, my goodness. But it's nice because this group has such a healthy endowment that there's really nothing that is out of bounds as far as what can possibly be done when you have a great conductor and a great group who can really sight read and comes to rehearsals, and really not a minute is wasted. Every single bit, in my opinion. I look forward to all the opportunities and the creativity that the board and the members will come up with as to where to take the group. How about you? You said touring, where would you?
Well, I would like to see, I think with Europe and the history of Western music in Europe, that would be incredible to sing in some of the iconic places there, would be right. So we have to beg for that. And I guess just to round it out, because we got to get up to rehearsal. We do not want to be late.
No, we do
not allowed to be late.
Absolutely.
I actually love the level that we were just talking about, the level of maturity and professionality with it. So we will be on time. So I guess I'm curious what your musical background is.
Well, I'm actually a pianist, so I have degrees in piano performance and 2 master's degrees in piano performance and piano pedagogy, and tried for a long time to make it as a pianist, with millions of gigs and playing for ballet classes and this and that and the other. And I finally gave up, and I said, hey, I think health insurance would be fantastic.
Right.
So I went back to school and got a teaching degree, and I've been teaching for 35 years now.
Teaching music.
Teaching music.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're from?
Piano. No, from North Carolina.
Love the accent.
Oh, okay.
Piano in North Carolina, music in North Carolina, music class. That's awesome.
Okay.
And so just this,
You.
yes, well, I'll just finish by asking you, does this scratch that itch that you need for music in your life?
It does. Piano is a very solo thing. And so you're always playing for other people, making other people shine and look great, and especially singers. And when you can find a group, when you can get enough education yourself that you can sing with a group of this caliber and have something to add besides support at the piano, it's just a ton of fun to make music with people.
Yes.
And it's just a fantastic experience. I just love it.
Great.
What do you do?
So my background in music is I also was a pianist. My mother, who is now in her 80s, has a doctorate in piano pedagogy. So she started me when I was really little. And I ended up not doing piano as sort of a career, even though I toyed with the idea. And partly because I don't like the solitary. I would have wanted to perform. And I didn't want to just spend hours and hours and hours and hours practicing by myself, which is why I love being in this group, because you sit in this room full of people and everyone is focused on the same goal. And you can hear a pin drop when you're supposed to, and you can feel your skin, come alive or crescendoing. And it's like, it's bigger than me. And piano felt like it was just me, it was the music. I was expressing it, but I was doing it myself. So ended up doing a lot of a cappella through college, like Pitch Perfect type of stuff. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
And I founded a group here in DC that's still going. It's called Capital Blend, and it's a wonderful all-female a cappella group. But I really miss that classical piece, it was all sort of pop. And then they wanted us to dance, and I was like, I can't do choreography. So anyway,
Let me stand here.
yeah, it scratches my itch. I still play at home, as I'm sure you do. I still try to learn bits of pianos, but it's nice to have this community thing, right?
It's great.
And the theme this year about connection, it just rings so true, doesn't it? And
Yes.
we're all connecting with each other. We come in here and we leave everything else behind, and it's just one.
It's therapeutic. This has been a very, very, very difficult year. And I look forward to coming here and getting some therapy, because I feel like sometimes music is the only place you can go and hide.
And it's also the one thing that we can all share. In fact, around the world, we can all share. I love the new cultural push to learn different cultural pieces. So we're both very thrilled, happy Choral Arts members.
Yes, we are. And we're like sisters, obviously.
Here we go. We'll have to play some duets.
Yes.
Beforehand.